I guess I didn't even run it. I got mushrooms all over my yard. I just kicked them all over. Why the heck? Why do I have mushrooms all over? That's just not sensible. I'm kicking them over because I think they're nasty. They're nasty. See some more down here. Am I wrong to kill a mushroom? Do they have a right to life? I just don't think I want them in my yard. Here's some more. I don't like them. No mushrooms. I love mushrooms, but I love to get them from a store where I know they're not poisonous. Boom. That one I bonged already. Oh, here's one. This one looks like a little baby pecker. And then there's some nice ones. I don't know. See if there's any on this side. Wonder what that is. I guess that's a little baby one. Eh, that was a little baby yellow one. Ooh, I touched it. What's going on with these mushrooms, baby? Here's a different kind. Ew, nasty. I know I have cousins that go mushroom hunting. They're welcome to come here and mushroom hunt. Here's another one. I think I'm gonna use a stick to kill these things. Ew. They are kind of pretty. Mushroom. That's not one. Oh yeah, here we come. I mean, this is right by my house. Look at this. Ooh, there's one of those crazy ones from the backyard. That definitely looks poisonous. He's got a big bottom. That's a big old one. I bet you that's a Chinese one. They probably make something out of that. Here's another one. Mushroom. Those are big and thick. I don't know. That one looks like a. Whoo! See, I got moss. Maybe they like to grow in moss. Oh my gosh. Mushrooms. Look at that. And here they're growing on a piece of wood. What the heck? Here's a little family. And then they got a little family there. What is this? Little tiny mushroom. I don't know. Toadstool, mushroom. Oh, those are pretty strong. I need a bigger stick. Ooh, they're all like hooked together. I guess it's fertilizer. Here's a crazy one. Ugh. That's mushy. Like a sponge. This looks like a Chinese dinner one. Now I do like mushrooms and I like to eat them. This is coming down through my yard here. I guess they don't like to grow in the trees. And since I mowed here the other day, they probably aren't around. Is that a mushroom or is that a rock? It's a mushroom. It's rolling down the hill. Here's a mushroom. Ew. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I do like mushrooms if these were edible. Mushroom. Here's my new flamer. It flamed real nice last night. I had 4 of them. And this is from, well, I can't see. That's from Home Depot. I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to say is got a family of mushrooms. Ooh. My husband doesn't like mushrooms. I do. But I'm not eating things out of my yard. For all I know, it could be a bird turd. Ugh. I'm just gonna sit for a minute. I got to thinking I might just have some conversations with people. I think people get a little lonesome, especially if you're living by yourself and you're older. So I'm going to start thinking about some of the things that I think about and talk to you about them. Something like, oh, you're 77 and you're thinking, is God out there? I'm sure he is. But what if he isn't? That's kind of deep. I have to believe in it. Just like I believe in mushrooms. I have to believe there's God. Look at my hair. Because how could you go on in your life if you didn't believe in something? I don't want to just believe that pretty soon I'm just going to be dead and I'm not going to know it and I'm going to rot from the inside out and there'll be nothing. I can't believe in that. I can't live that way. I know that I'm going to heaven. And I know I'm going to see my mom and dad and we'll probably argue, but I'm going to tell them what's going on. Tell them, guess who was president last time? Guess who's president now? Nobody's very good at the job right now. Guess what? How much it costs to get a loaf of bread? Guess how much money we make on Social Security? Guess how much it is to buy a trailer anymore? Guess how much for a house, a car? My first car I bought in 1963. It was a 63 red Corvair. My dad got it with his discount because he was a executive at GM. And my payments were $60 a month, and that was too high for me. I refinanced and got them down to $44.53. Ooh, a bee! Ah, baby! Get away. Okay, he left. Then I got a 1965 Chevrolet Super Sport convertible. It was beautiful. Got it with my dad's discount. I can remember how much it was. It was $2,800 for a brand new, off the line, made especially for my dad. Turquoise outside, white interior bucket seats, 3 on the tree because I wanted 4 on the floor, but my dad said it was a bigger engine and I'd get in trouble. So he got me the smaller engine.
But that's just how much cars cost then. My first husband and I had a brand new Cadillac, um, Cadillac DeVille 4-door with a white top. They used to have the vinyl tops on them. And we had three little kids. I was 27, he was 29. I mean, that's just, we had a colonial home, and things are things were different. Things are so different now. Life is a lot harder. Um, they gave everybody all equal rights, which that's correct. It should be that way. You still with me? But it also cost us in other things. Prices have gone up. There's more people fighting for the same job, so it's probably harder to get. But I'm glad that women and black people and Asians and all minorities can get in there and get a good job. I do think that they should have be able to do the equal work. Now, if you can't lift the same amount, I don't think you should get the same price, same salary. But if you can do the same work, you're darn tootin'. You ought to get the same pay. And don't take advantage of your off days. Be good workers. Do the very best job you have. Like I told my boss, I felt like he owned me for 8 hours a day. Now, don't get mad, but I think that 8 hours, now there was things he couldn't do, of course, but he could tell me any job he wanted me to do, and I had to do it, and I did it smiling, and I did it with a positive attitude. I didn't bitch or cry or moan or how come I have to do this because somebody else has to do it? I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep. I want to go to bed. You just do the job, and then you go home and you get a good paycheck. And then when you're good like that and they see that you're good, then they're going to raise you. You get higher pay. I went in as a secretary for lawyers, and I had no college. Every other girl had college. They made fun of me, and they were all young. I was 54. They were all 20s and cutesy-ootsy and all that. But you know what? They didn't have good work ethic. I did everything my boss told me. I would have cleaned the toilets if he told me to do that. I wouldn't have liked it, but I was on his dime, and I would have done it. And he knew that I would have done it. And that's what was good. He was secure in the knowledge that when he gave me a job, I was going to get it done, even if I had to work late or whatever I had to do. I didn't type as fast as those people. The girl that I took her job, she could type 120 words a minute. And I was somewhere between 60 and 80 and probably closer to 60. But I didn't frig around. I didn't go talking to everybody. I didn't spend half my day figuring out how to get out of the job. And at the end of the day, I got as much work done as those girls that typed 120. I was loyal, never spoke against my boss. There were things he did I didn't like. But he was my boss. That was his business. My business was do my job. His business was to tell me what to do. He never went over the line. He didn't do anything he shouldn't have done. And I just didn't get into the company gossip. I did my job. I ended up making a really good salary, and he put away a lot of money for my retirement. And I didn't have any when I married my last husband, because divorces kind of mess you up. You don't have money. He was divorced. I was divorced. And we weren't ready for a future. We got married at 52 and 54. Now, 48 and 52. Yeah. I think I was 53 when I started working for the lawyers. But anyway, you just have to do the best you can do. And then they won't care if you're fat or ugly or black or green or Chinese or, just make sure you don't stink. Take a bath. Be neat. Clean your hair. Probably try to look a little bit better than this. Put it in a ponytail or something. But just try to do your best. Don't try to do your best. Do your best, whatever your best is. My boss once told me he would rather have someone incapable of doing some work, but they did all their work to the best of their ability, rather than having a genius work for him that picked and chose what he wanted to do and he refused to do the rest. And that's true. Work to your ability. Not everybody has the same ability, but everybody has the same ability to work at their best. Do it. Be proud of your work, be proud of yourself, and show everybody that there's nothing that you can do to make you do otherwise, because you're in charge of your life, you're in charge of your income, your home, and basically you can have whatever you want to have in this world. You got to work for it. Now I've had a whole lot better than I have now, but I've had a whole lot worse. And I'm very happy with what I have now, and I'm towards the end of my life, and I'm convinced that I'm going to heaven, and I'm going to see my parents and my brothers and my aunts and uncles and cousins and grandparents and everybody else, and we're going to have a big reunion. But there's always that one little, so I'm just real careful. I just try to do the best I can and expect the best I can. That's it for today. No more mushrooms. Bye. And I don't smoke them either.